He's not all the way at the bottom of the basement, but he's on the first floor for sure.
2-2. He's fought his way back from an 0-2 start. Problem at 3-1. And I will say this: a gift and a curse for Problem is he's the greatest Madden player of all time. But that means any time, even if it's your friend like Drini, someone gets matched up with you in league or tournament play, they are so hungry to get that win and have that credential under their belt, so you get everybody's best game every time you go out on the virtual gridiron. But that's something Problem's used to by now. I mean, he's been going through that for years. Nonetheless, this is a big game for Drini and a good chance for him to propel himself to the next level if he could get a win over his mentor and greatest Madden player of all time, Problem, here in Ultimate League. Get himself with a winning record, too. Drini at 2-2, a win here puts him at 3-2, and he's right back on pace to make some serious noise this season.
So Drini will have it first. They'll set their audibles, and then we'll be ready to go. That's that on-the-fly audible system that was introduced just this year.
Yeah, EA patched in this system, and what it allows you to do is you essentially have control at the play call screen to pick what plays you want to bring with you to the line of scrimmage. When Madden comes out, you have some preset audibles that you couldn't change before. Now you can change those at any point in the game when you're at the play call screen, and it opens up a lot of creativity, both on the offensive and defensive ends of the ball. Get to do your best Peyton Manning impression. Omaha.
A lot of Omahas, a lot of Ohios. 1st and 10 for Drini at the 23. This is a cross-divisional matchup here in the Legend Conference.
I think it's going to be a lot of running the ball here.
Good block. Able to recover the stumble to the 36. That's a first down for Drini.
Yeah, both of these players like to run the ball a lot, and they got two of the best run games on the circuit. So you could expect the clock to be moving in this game and for possessions to be limited. Every possession is critical when you're going up against players with this type of game plan.
There's Herschel. Can't get away this time. Loss of 4, 2nd and 13. 13 and a half is what he's going to need here on 2nd down. Sets his feet, spins to the left. Throws upfield, and there's Fant. Who?
Fant has been a staple in Drini's lineups, and we've seen him catch multiple passes. The fact that he could be playmaker alone just yells bug to me. A tackle on the playmaker. But nonetheless, he's good at that tight end position because he lays the block. You saw him set the edge right there for Drini.
Let's get an update. Any left tackles making plays over there, guys?
Well, left tackle's making plays in the run game here as they go and set up a nice block here for Joe to get downfield, set himself up for a score right here, Rico.
Yep.
He dots him up right there, all the way to the left side. That is a touchdown for Joe. He is up 7-0 with 4 minutes left in the first.
Appreciate it, gentlemen. 3rd and 5. Ball to 39 now for Drini. Boy, that was a quick score over there by Joe.
Well, you got world-class players playing in this matchup all around. You got 2 belt winners. And I just want to throw something out there. In the last 2 years, these 4 guys that are playing all right now, 2 years alone, have accumulated more than $404,000 playing John Madden football. 404.
I was told there'd be no math, but I appreciate it. That's a lot of moolah.
Yeah, all you need to know is that's a lot of cheddar.
And it's picked off! Problem! Cuts it back! And a big-time interception by Malcolm Butler.
Good to see him getting some playing time, huh?
I knew that was coming. On 4th and 2, big-time pick.
It's about time he got on the field.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
I'm a Patriots fan. What
Absolutely. I hear it.
It was a big interception, though, by Problem. Young Drini. Now going to have to get his run defense out. You know, Problem's about to get busy on the ground.
So 1st and 10 at the 34.
Problem, he's going to be in this Green Bay offensive playbook, Scott. You got young Drini running the Indianapolis Colts defensive playbook.
So he'll set up his audibles. And we'll be ready to see what Problem can do with it after the interception.
Problem, he's going to come out in this single back wing formation. This has been his money formation all year long, Coltrane. He loves to dive in the stretch and that tight end post play out of it.
Hands it off to Henry. Harrison Smith comes up and makes the stop, but not before he picks up 7.
That's why you want that secure tackler on that Harrison Smith. You saw Problem try to get his truck on with Henry. We've seen that all season long. Harrison Smith not having it.
Tries to get out of the pocket, stumbles. And this is going to depend on his spot. It's going to be 3rd and 2. Derek Brooks wouldn't let him go.
That was a big tackle by Drini. Abandoned his coverage, came down, made the tackle on the quarterback.
And Mariota will pick up 2, and more importantly, he'll pick up the 1st down.
That was a good scramble by Problem. It looked like the contain was going to get off its block and get him on the rollout. He cuts back inside, and then good play by Drini to click onto the linebacker and make the tackle, almost force a fumble.
And there's Henry moving it to the 49. 2nd and 5. Already had nearly 3 minutes go by in the 1st.
Yeah, it's funny how Problem's just able to stay in this formation, on this stretch, this dive, and this tight end attack play. This is the tight end attack play when you see that play art right there.
Goes deep.
Wow!
And boom! Nose touchdowns.
What a play by the GOAT. Comes out in a running formation. Drini sink and run. Goes to the tight end attack. Sends Bo up the seam. And just throws an absolute dime. Catches it in stride. Go up 7-0 against young Drini.
Not bad for a left tackle, huh?
And when he's got that much space and in stride, I mean, even I can catch that one.
So a 7-0 lead.
Stick work.
As Drini with a nice return. Let's take a look at this replay again, RG.
Good pocket by Problem. Waits, lets it rip. And then
to be
that
honest,
catch.
He was open from the snap. From the snap, he was open. So let's slide over. 7-0 there. It's 7-0 here. Joke with the lead and the ball.
Echo Fox Joke already getting Dubby's back against the wall. Dubby 2-2 in this season. Joke 3-1 so far. Got to think Dubby can have a sense of urgency in this game. Doesn't want to fall to 2-3. Have that losing record. That won't be good for morale or your chance at making the playoffs.
That should take us to the end of the quarter unless he gets a snap off here, and he won't. So 7-0 between Joke and Dubby here at the end of the 1st quarter. Let's jump back over to Drini and Problem and see what Drini can do with it, and can't hang on. Dropped it at the 1. So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Remember, he had the big return on the kick. A nice 1st down, and now he's got 2nd and 10 at the 25. 58 seconds to go.
Drini going to run that inside zone. This is his money run.
Herschel! And a touchdown for Drini.
Way to respond if you're young Drini. He got one of the best run games in the nation. Go to that gun trips tight end, run the inside zone, perfect stick work. Way to respond against the greatest Madden player of all time.
Threw a pick on his 1st possession. This time able to find pay dirt. And we're tied up at 7 with 54 seconds remaining in the quarter. And this is dangerous. Problem took that one in stride, but able to be cut off at the 39. Look at it again. Untouched.
His run game is serious. So far in this season of Ultimate League, Drini is averaging 156 yards on the ground a game, Coltrane. That's serious business.
So 1st and 10 now. 50 seconds to go in the quarter. Can Problem respond? Spins out of that one. They'll give him 3. Going to bring up 2nd and 7 from the 40. It's 42 with 35 seconds remaining in the quarter. Same formation. This time he goes to the air. There's that drag. 1st down.
Ooh! Almost got stripped right there.
So 1st and 10. 8 seconds to go in the quarter. Ball right at midfield.
Problem's going to take this to the 2nd quarter.
So 7-7 between Drini and Problem. These guys know each other very well, and it's proved to be nothing earned, nothing risked, nothing gained, nothing. It's 7-7.
I told you that's how this game's going to go. It's going to go back and forth, back and forth. Drini already made a mistake, though. See if Problem can continue to hold on to that lead and that momentum. But I have a feeling this one's going to come down to the wire.
And on the bottom, it's 7-0. Joke with the lead. Start of the 2nd quarter between Drini and Problem in a 7-7 game. Of course, you see the score down below. Joke with a touchdown lead over Dubby. Both these games moving on into the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, tight games all around. High-level competitors, like we said. These 4 players alone combined for over $404,000 in Madden earnings over the last 2 years. Got 4 of the best in the world up there on that stage right now.
Hands it off to Henry. Good job by Drini covering up that stretch play.
Yeah, he looks ready for Problem's running. We talked about Drini averaging 156 yards on the ground so far this season. Problem's no slouch either. He's averaging 117 yards himself on the ground per game. Just 3rd best in the league.
There goes Mariota. Can he get a block?
Oh!
Forced out of bounds at the 24. 1st down, Problem. Even when he drops back, such a threat to run with Mariota.
Yeah, and he's always had some of the best pocket presence and scramble ability out of anybody that plays this game at John Madden football. He's so smart at taking what the defense gives him, and if you give him a lane to run with his quarterback, he'll take it.
And Henry flattens Chris Harris Jr. 2nd and 2. Let's double box here as we got 1st and goal for Joke down at the 7-yard line, trying to go up 14.
Joke just taking his time over there, going to run the ball. He's going to protect the rock, not going to do anything too crazy, and he'll settle for his 3 if he needs to. Because he wants to make that a 2-possession ball game against Dub.W, the former Madden Ball belt winner.
Problem's moved it down to the 14 now. It's going to be 1st and 10 over on the left side. 2nd and goal on the right.
Problem can just keep on getting points. Drini's going to have to play catch-up. Problem already got a stop in this game, so he'll get the ball at halftime.
3rd and goal on the right, 1st and 10 on the left. Problem stretches it out.
Good hit.
Henry maybe gets 2. Here's a key 3rd and goal on the right side. Will Joke go up 2 touchdowns, or we have to settle for a field goal?
Just to be careful, not get too greedy here.
Wentz gets out of the pocket. And that'll be a gain of 4, and got to get the field goal unit out there and make that a 10-point game.
And Joke's going to take his 3. Joe from West New York, New Jersey. Dubby from Philadelphia. Fresh off of going to the Super Bowl and seeing his Eagles come away with the glory.
Eating that clock on the right side before he kicks it through.
Smart.
Every second precious.
Yep, smart by Joe. He's a smart player.
Of all the guys that we got, the whole league of 16, he's probably the biggest gamer. I consider him just a pure gamer.
I mean, he says he plays Madden full-time right now, sponsored by that Echo Fox team. He's 24 years old. Says his brother and mom are back home watching. Says his keys to the game are play good defense, control the clock well. In this playlist, he says he's got Kevin Gates, Kodak Black, and is he trolling Cardi B?
Sometimes he does troll us. 3rd and 9.
Last time at the Classic, he had that Desposito going on in this playlist.
And Kraus will mark him out at the 1.
I really didn't know about that Desposito song, and then I go look on YouTube and it has like 1 billion views. I'm like, what have I been living under a rock this whole time? Need to get out more.
Well, it's not on the Madden 18 soundtrack. That's like that's your wheelhouse for tunes. So 1st and goal from the 1. It's going to be tough to hold him out 3 times here. Should be another QB sneak, and unless it gets stood up. And notice he puts Bo Jackson at center. Kick is up, and it is good. So 14-7 now. Problem with the lead over his buddy Drini.
It's going to be a big drive right here for Drini. 2 minutes left. Has a chance to go down and tie the ball game. But if he was to turn the ball over right here, give Problem some more momentum, he might put himself in a hole that he can't get out of.
And how cool is it? Not only Madden, but video games in general. These guys are 11 years apart, almost 12. But you put a video game down, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
it's all about the game. It's all about Madden football. Very cool.
Absolutely, that's a really good point. It's got the camaraderie, and Dubby says it all the time. All of us, when you're together with all these guys, we might not have hung out in any other type of world, but since there's that camaraderie with the Madden, everybody could sit in the lobby, politic, hang out all night long, because we have that one common interest and passion, and it brings so many people together. It's made so many extraordinary friendships. It's truly amazing.
You know, we saw from Jay's the Best down in Orlando, that was multi-generational Madden players. 1st and 10 at the 44, which is cool. I mean, because you have a game that's almost 30 years old. So it's something you pass down, kind of like an old Chevrolet. Let's get a quick update with the guys.
Down 10-0, Dubby drops back with Mike Vick. The pocket presence to go deep and just fits it in, Rico.
Need it!
There it is, a little sticky all the way to the end zone. 10-7 joke, just over 2 minutes left in the 1st.
That spin move leading to the touchdown over there, and they're right, Dubby needed that one. Try to get back in that game. Drini trailing by touchdown.
I like what you were saying, though, Scott, about J.S. the Best.
His dad was a player.
He's the guy that won the Ravens Club Championship, and his dad was a former Madden player who, kind of put him onto the sport. And I think that's why competitive gaming and esports are growing so fast. When we were growing up, our parents didn't play video games. This new generation, they're growing up with parents who got it in on the sticks and played games, so it's more accepted, and that's why you see it blowing up more in, common society. And you know what? I'm all for it. I love it.
The other thing, especially in competitive play, they're like, should you be doing this? And then you bring home a check for 35 grand. They're like, oh, this is pretty cool.
It's amazing. And gaming gives people a chance to compete that might not have a chance to compete. I mean, we all know Tony Tone's story from the Pittsburgh Steelers. That's a big sack right there.
Turnover on downs at the 50-yard line.
But real quick, Tony Tone this is a young man at 16 years old. He's paralyzed from the waist down, has minimal feeling in his right hand, but he's still able to compete in competitive game at the highest level, got flown out to the Pro Bowl, was one game away from representing the Pittsburgh Steelers as their club champion. And those type of opportunities are remarkable. If you're not touched by that type of story, I don't want to do business with you.
We're never supposed to root for anybody, but you couldn't help but, like, come on. Just one play for that guy.
And you know, you can't take Tone lightly. Anyone that's seen him on the sticks, he's
you will get blown up. You will get blown up.
You could hustle some people with that young man, I'll tell you that much.
So that's going to bring up a third down, 3rd and 7 from the 47. Clock's on the move for Problem. Of course, he's made his legacy on these very moments, scoring right before the half. Low throw. Gonna mark that about the 41. Still has that timeout.
Just trying to get into field goal range. And like you said, Problem is one of the best at managing the clock in this type of situation. Drini's gonna have to make a big play here.
And has Warfield. And he's gonna have to use a timeout, so he'll kick a field goal there. And on the other side, with a minute to go in the half, G.O.A.T is getting loose in a 3-point game.
How about Problem? Just so consistent, able to clutch up time and time again. Throws the crispy dot, gonna get the field goal, go up 2 possessions into the second half.
Lead is 10 over there on the left side at the end of the second quarter. Here on the right, we go full screen. 3rd and 4 at the 8. How huge is this if G.O.A.T can get in for 6?
Yeah, the touchdown makes it a 2-possession ball game. Field goal keeps it a 1-possession ball game. This is a huge momentum play that could really dictate this game.
Only has 1 timeout to his name. Clock stopped at 30 seconds to go.
Both of those players look dead serious right now. I'm looking up on the stage. Dubby's locked in. G.O.A.T's not messing around either. This is a big play.
3rd and 4. Ball marked at the 8. Still can get a first down. 30 seconds is an eternity in Madden football. Stretches it out. Walker gonna depend on the spot. Looked like he rolled over a guy.
Close.
And it's gonna be 1st and goal.
Will Dubby not
You see, he was gonna be short, but then he got rolled up. Never hit the ground and lands kind of at the 3.5.
But that Herschel Walker just fighting the choke squat.
Use his final timeout.
Here comes that off tackle. Just flipping the play. Messing with Dubby's defensive alignment. There it is.
And Herschel, after the timeout, gets to the 1. Got to hold the door.
Hold the door.
You got to be careful that you don't get your 3s.
Oh, he's passing.
Going in the air. And throws that one through the goalpost. And if you're watching from overseas or something, that's not worth any points.
Well, that was a smart play by G.O.A.T. He was expecting Dubby to run commit right there. As soon as he saw Dubby not run commit, he just clicked in the right stick and threw the ball away. Had a route going over the middle, so he knew he could throw it through the back of the end zone. It was a really smart play right there by G.O.A.T. And he's not going to mess around with no timeouts. He's going to take his 3.
Yeah, block shed, anything could cost you points there. And so 13-7. Here with 6 seconds left. Dubby has no timeouts. And that's a good pooch kick. Takes it at the 16. And he's going to have 3 seconds left. Ball at the 33, right before the half.
Like Dubby thinking about pitching the ball back right there. Saw his tight end do a little fake pitch. Trying to get fancy.
I won't lie, my heart stopped for a moment. Play action, Vic. He'll go deep. Try to swerve him.
You got to make the tackle here. G.O.A.T's got room.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. G.O.A.T's got plenty of
And
room.
Ted Ginn Jr. fell down, but Michael Vick will make the play.
And Vic has always been the best insurance to have to stop a pick six.
Oh my, so at the half, it's 13-7. Choke with a 6-point lead. Here's the scores, 17-7 at the half between Problem and Drini. And you can see that Joke was upset. Thought he should have got 7 down there, only got 3, 13-7. That's the lead over Dubby. Start of the third. Joke with a 6-point lead over Dubby. The lead is 10 for Problem over Drini. Both Joke and Problem getting field goals right before the half.
Well, this Joke and Dubby game is neck and neck. This one's going to be a good one. Dubby getting the ball to start the second half, only down 6. It's going to be an important drive for him. Joke kicks it out of bounds. Dubby's going to be able to start on his own 40-yard line.
It's a good field position here in a 6-point game. And that's why Joke was just a little bit upset at the end of the half there. What could have been it? Could have made it 2 possession.
Yep, just a yard short. Every inch counts when you're playing John Madden football.
So 1st and 10.
You see the play art right now. Dubby can't see that play art from Joke. That's
Free play.
Joke's perspective.
Free play. And I think he's probably going to take this and make it 1st and 5. He would have gained about 7 yards. It would have been 2nd and 3, but instead he takes the 5.
Yeah, take the extra down.
Surprised he didn't go up top. Had Hester down there deep. Little delay, that's Henry. Trucks his way into plus territory at the 45.
See Harrison Smith in there again, though, makes that tackle. He's the Henry stopper out there. Guys like Harrison Smith, Amos, Night Train Lane.
Those are guys that they get your mittens on you. You're going to go down. There's a sack. Stanford gets in there.
To be clear, the only way for some of my hardcore guys out there, Colt, some knowledge.
Yeah, bring it.
The only way you're going to break the tackle on one of those secure tacklers, if the secure tackler is AI controlled, and you truck him with a tier 1 truck move, which means it's a truck rating that's 90 plus, then you have a chance to truck that guy. But if you're user controlled, you're not gonna. They're not running you over.
That's why it's so important, and I'm all for. When you click on, that should mean something.
Exactly. It rewards you for trying to make the play yourself and not letting the AI do it. But if you don't have that tier 1 move, the AI is going to be able to secure the tackle and not let up one of those auto brokens or get trucked.
Well, we're talking about the Fournettes, the Henrys, the Garrett Blunt, if you're the kind of guy that likes to play regs.
Here we go, Coltrane. Big play for Dub-Dot, 4th and 8.
4th and 8 at the 42, no man's land with 3:20 to go. Here in the third.
This ain't a secure tackler, Derrick Henry type situation. Dub-Dot's going to have to go to the air right now, get Dottie slanging for a 1st down. And you also got to watch the scramble from the mighty Mike Vick. Big play right here.
Got to make sure you spy here on this 4th down if you're Joke. The lead is 6.
Look at all those goons in the box by Joke. Like no safety help outside or over the top in a press position.
Fourth and 8. Vic stands tall and throws a pick. It's not Sheldon Richardson, but it's Brown.
Oh, and look at Dubby. His facial expression says it all on a big 4th down. Have you ever seen Dubby's morale so low? Oh, he looks disgusted. That was a big interception by Echo Fox Joke.
He threw a point-blank pick. 1st and 10 now after the turnover.
Now Joke's just going to try to slow this game down and get himself into field goal range, kill as much clock as he can, and then settle for 3 if he has to and make it 2-possession ball game. If you W, you really need to get stingy here on defense and prevent Joke from getting in field goal range. It's a big defensive possession for W.
First and 15 after the penalty. Walker able to move it out to the 41. It's 2nd and 12. 3:04 to go here in the third. Tight 6-point game. 2 guys needing a win.
See W filling up that box.
Wentz. What a nice throw. Finds Jones. I call him Julio. That's a first down.
Yeah, that's why you go and get yourself a Julio Jones. In traffic, doesn't matter. He gets his hands on that rock with a possession catch. He's more than likely coming down with it. That's a big first down from Joke. But Joke's still not in field goal range. If you W, you can't let up this next first down, or else Joke will be in field goal range. You need to get stinge mode right now if you're Chris McFarland, a.k.a. Dub.W.
First and 10, stretch it out to Herschel.
Oh, missed tackle.
Walker, he's loose. And a touchdown for Echo Fox Joke.
And I'm telling W, you need to get stingy right here and just rare bad stick work from Dub Dot on the tackle. Misses Walker, then Joke off to the races. Makes it a 2-possession ball game. He's going to go up 13 here. And now W really has to respond, or he's going to find himself at 2 and 3 in this Ultimate League. And Joke will move on to 4 and 1. It's a big drive here for Dub Dot.
Points off turnovers are the key. IRL and virtually.
Yep. Kill you in both worlds.
The lead is 13. That's the deficit that W needs to overcome. Starts right now. Bunch to the right. Ted Ginn Jr. to the left.
They've switched his coverage at the last second.
Goes up top, and Anderson can't hang on. Let's get a quick game break.
Well, guys, the younger is part of top Madden in this battle, making sure he sticks in this thing on the run commit, gets that off. Excuse me, that's actually Problem scoring 24-7 now. Problem with the lead as the third quarter coming to an end.
Once again, boys and girls, run commit is not run defense.
So big lead for Problem over there. 20-7 here. 2 games that were pretty tight early. The Problem and Joke have extended their leads.
I've never seen anything like Problem. The consistency, 10+ years.
It's disgusting.
Being able to compete at this high of a level. I mean, Problem was playing back when I was playing. He's handling Drini right now. Do you know what it would look like if I hopped on the sticks against Drini?
I mean, it was crazy.
Be a cur job.
Madden was in black and white. There was 2 buttons, a joystick.
How old do you think I am here?
First and 10. I'm older than you, so I can say these things.
But seriously, the longevity of Problem and the consistency, it's why you just constantly have to call him the GOAT, give him the homage that he deserves. It's just really something special. I mean, the guy's a legit video game legend. He's in the Guinness Book of World Records, if you didn't know, for the most money ever won playing Madden football. Look it up. You can get in the Guinness Book of World Records.
You're doing something
video
right.
game. You're doing something right.
Or you're absolutely crazy. It's somewhere in between.
He's got a picture of him in one of in the video game section. I was going through it one day. I'm at like a Costco or something. And I wasn't fact checking it. I knew it was legit.
You're the guy. You're that guy. The guy that doesn't buy the books. You just surfing through the store.
I was waiting for my girlfriend, man. I needed to kill some time.
2nd and 10. I've been there.
No?
I've been there a time or 2. Hands it off to Henry. I mean, it literally is a Tom Brady situation because most of Tom Brady's peers that came into the league, they're watching.
Yeah.
They're not playing anymore.
Oh, no.
And he's out there mixing it up with the best of the best and guys that are more than a decade as junior.
Yeah, it's a good comparison right there, Scott.
3rd and 9.
Ironically enough, too, both of those guys got similar nickname. The GOAT.
Both lost in Minnesota as well.
Whew.
Sorry, RG.
I was
4th
happy.
and 4.
I was happy for the Eagles and their fans. They were obviously very hungry.
Hey, try to get that. They try to get that first one.
Oh, that's a dot. That's a dot right there by
Hennigan
Dot.
Jr. And Dubby back in the game.
Look at Dubby. He's just staying calm, staying poised. It's a new kind of Dubby. We're used to seeing him animated, running around doing some type of Safa Jones celebrations. Nope.
Well, I think the difference is this is season play, right? We haven't moved into the playoffs where it's do or die. So you got to pace yourself. Can't go crazy.
Wait, we're supposed to pace ourselves?
Yeah, well, when we hit the buffet, it doesn't always work that way, does it?
I know what you're saying. This is a good read, though. That C route, very good route. It's what makes that gun bunch formation so popular. Throws it right on the break. Perfect timing. Way to get yourself back in the game if you dub dot.
So 1st and 10. That puts the pressure on G.O.A.T. I know he's got the lead, but it's only by 6. Need at least a field goal, make it a 2-possession game. 2nd and 11. And I assume he will not run a play here before the quarter.
Oh, no, this is, you might as well put your 4s up now. This is absolutely going to the 4th quarter, Cole.
Got to make sure you don't get, quick snap there.
No, it's going to the 4th.
So 2nd and 11 on the other side. 6-point game going into the 4th between G.O.A.T. and Dubby. So 5 minutes to go for all 4 of our competitors. Problem with a big lead at the end of the 3rd, and G.O.A.T. with a 6-point lead over Dubby. Back here at the start of the 4th quarter. 24-7 between Problem and Drini, and then it's a 6-point game, 20-14 between G.O.A.T. and Dubby, and that's where we're going to go to start the 4th quarter. 2nd and 11, ball to 24 for G.O.A.T. Wentz able to find Julio, and that's a fresh set of downs. 7 for 10 for Carson Wentz. Hasn't thrown it a lot, but he's been effective. Ball now just short of the 49. That's a key first down, Archie. Got to at least get some of that clock on the move.
Yeah, if you're Dubby right now, you just got to stop G.O.A.T. from getting into this field goal territory. So we can't take 3 and make it a 2-possession ball game.
Was that a run commit? Talk to me.
Yeah, no, he absolutely run committed. I mean, it was obvious G.O.A.T. wants to run the ball now, kill the clock. There's a quick hike.
Wentz looking downfield.
Good defense.
Gonna use his legs. Gotta watch out. So dangerous.
G.O.A.T. fortunate right there. He didn't fumble. Dubby gets the hit on the quarterback. Often a remedy to cause a fumble. Wentz holds on to it, though.
3rd and 9. Dubby needs a stop. Good job with the user. The playmaker, though. And Warfield. Clutch.
Oh, that's huge. I don't want to call it the dagger, but it was daggerish.
A field goal would make it a 2-possession game. Got to nom on this clock and then kick it through.
Oh, yeah, he is going. You see that play clock up there, 12, 11. He's going to let that wind down. Start killing this game clock as much as he can, and he is completely content with settling for 3 here on this drive.
And Herschel will take it down to the 15.
I mean, if you're W, you might as well run commit because this is about to be 2 straight run plays.
So 2nd and 4 from the 15.
And I like what G.O.A.T does. He goes to this tight formation that he has a pitch out of. And the run commit not very effective against the pitch. So if W run commits right here, G.O.A.T may have room to the outside. This is a good play call right here by G.O.A.T.
Warfield in motion.
No run commit from W.
Pitches it, can't make a stop. And now it's going to be 1st and goal from the 8. Oh, baby.
And that first down hurts even more for W because that just means G.O.A.T can continue to kill the clock. I mean, if he was to knee the ball out, he'd be able to take 1:30 alone. W still has those 3 timeouts.
Interesting he didn't take that to the 2-minute warning. Could have.
That's very interesting.
So 1st and goal from the 5. We've been watching a lot of Madden. Maybe my math was backwards. Was it 3 on the play clock or was it 2?
I didn't see it.
It was either 6 on the play clock or 3.
I feel like giving G.O.A.T the benefit of the doubt.
Probably.
I feel like he's smart enough where he's taking that to the 2 if he can. Well, I'm a mess over here. I'm trying to take a sip of water, spilled some on my shirt. I mean, things are getting intense up here.
If you get thirsty later, you can just suck on your shirt.
These water bottles are different. It's like these snap caps throwing me off my...
I'm not okay with that.
Just want old-fashioned water, right?
I try to give us salads. We got snap cap waters.
The kale and quinoa was completely out of line.
2nd and goal. They'll stretch it out. And Herschel, why not swag it out?
The G.O.A.T probably going to go for 2 right here, make it a 14-point ball game. And if you're W, you're still in it with your 3 timeouts. You can go down and get a score. And then a stop or an onside kick, you're still in the game.
Yeah, you can force overtime if the stars align.
This is not over for W. Not at all. But he needs to score. Talk about need it. And W with his need it gaming, he needs a touchdown right here on this drive.
Field goal. Chance to return with Hester. Makes a man miss. Has some room.
Oh, W, where's the stick work at?
Take a look at the touchdown again. Superman.
Business as usual for G.O.A.T. W not feeling it. Had a chance to get vintage on the kick return, though.
Good return to the 48. Needs 2 scores.
We've seen W pull off some miracles before.
Goes tempo. Wants to save those timeouts. You cannot call timeout.
No, good call.
That'll force yourself into an onside kick.
Needs to save those timeouts for defense. Whoa, he had A. Looked like he was going to get open over the top.
That'll stop the clock with 92 seconds left in the game, trailing by 14. I've said it before. That's an eternity in Madden football. Needs 2 for a fresh set of downs.
G.O.A.T going to cover 3 type defense.
Spy on Vic.
Good read. Drop.
Oh, wow. Was coming back to it. And let's go for a quick game break.
Thanks, guys. The battle of top Madden continues. Problem going big down the middle for a 40-yard touchdown pass. He is up 31-14, minute and a half left. Drini driving. It looks like the GOAT might have this one locked down.
Oh! And speaking of lockdown,
there is a lurk. And now here's a question for you, RG. You get the interception. Are you thinking point differential at all?
No. Not if you joke.
You're probably 4-1. It's probably not going to come down to that.
Exactly. Your record's good enough now. I could see if you were good run here. I could see if you had a bad record and we were towards the end of the season, and that might be a factor. But for G.O.A.T, the most important thing here: don't play with fire. Get out of this ball game. Collect the W. Swag for your team, Echo Fox. Hold it down for EMB. Let's get out of here.
So 1st and 10. W still has all 3 timeouts.
When I say Echo Fox, that's the esports team that sponsors G.O.A.T.
You know, we did a Jimmy V charity 24-hour stream with the guys from ESPN, and a bunch of guys from Echo Fox gave their time just to come out and, beat my brains in League of Legends, or whether it was, some of the Capcom fighting games. And so really enjoyed spending time with their organization, and G.O.A.T is with one of those class acts.
Yeah, absolutely. And hats off to them for getting into competitive Madden, because like you said, they were all about other esports. Took a chance on a guy like G.O.A.T, and here he is in the Ultimate League making some noise.
We got several guys. I'm not going to say several. We have a lot of guys over the last 2 seasons that have won 5 figures. We have a select few that are in that 6-figure range. So for an esports organization, it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, absolutely. And, football's a beautiful thing. It's not your typical esport. Like my dad, isn't into video games. He could turn on an ESPN or whatever it may be and watch and understand what's going on. He understands the game of football, so it's easy for all types of different demographics to understand what they're seeing and relate to this type of esport, where some of those other games, my dad has no idea what's going on, but for this is just football.
I got a buddy back in South Carolina. It's kids were watching Disney XD, and next thing you know, Madden comes on. And an hour and something later, they're still glued. They're like, what happened? What happened to this last hour of us watching Madden football?
You got to love, the kids really starting to come on to this. W and G.O.A.T signing autographs in Minnesota. Skimbo taking pictures. You got to love where it's going.
So 14-point win for G.O.A.T. Let's catch the last few seconds between Drini and Problem. It's really gotten out of hand. It was 7-7 at one point. Drini has fought back here. He has the ball trailing by 10. Rolling out, making a throw, and it's...
What an animal.
Wow. It looked like it was picked off, but it was caught out at the 50. No timeouts, you got to go.
Gauntlet legends, Deshaun Jackson. One of the more popular wide receivers.
Able to get free. And he'll step out of bounds at the 47. At that point, you're trailing by 10. You gotta throw it up.
Yeah, and for Drini, even though he can't win this game, at 2-2, about to be 2-3, point differential could end up being a factor for him. He wouldn't mind getting some extra points right here.
Well, that would be interesting if he got down here and decided just to kick the field goal.
Not gonna happen.
Not gonna happen, sorry. That's an out of position Kellen Winslow Sr., the legend, and an incredible supercharger.
Kind of came out of nowhere. No problem. Out of, I didn't even know there was an out of position.
Did that exist? I mean, he's out of position.
Is he tired? Get him on the field.
And maybe that's is that the regular one?
It's a left outside linebacker, out of position, Kellen Winslow. And how about Problem?
That's going deep. That's deep.
Putting him in the lineup against Drini.
Well, he could catch. And there's the final. 31-21. Problem with a 10-point victory over Drini. And then G.O.A.T with a 28-14 win over W. And our very own Adrian Lawrence is standing by with G.O.A.T.
Joke, it seemed like during that matchup with Debbie that there was a potential chance that Debbie could come back, and then you ran away with it. At what point did you know you had the win?
It was close throughout the whole game. I think when I was up 7, I got a stop, and then I think I cribbed the run, and that's when I knew I had a good lead, and I was just gonna try to run the clock and make sure I didn't throw a pick, because that's what I've been doing lately with leads. So I tried to run the ball as much as possible, and it worked out.
And in terms of strategy, Which one worked best for you?
So I said earlier in the tournament, I'm going to try to run the ball more and try to win games off my defense, and that's what I'm doing, and I'm going to continue to keep trying to do that.
Well, congratulations on the win, and best of luck for the rest of the season. Thank you. To you, Dave and Rico.